Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Tommy and welcome back to my hobby channel. Today I've got a bit of a post-birthday rip. Oh, as my cat jumps up on my desk, he's definitely going to interfere with this video today. There's Polly. Hello, Polly. Yeah, I every time I've sat down to do this, he he decides that he wants ultimate attention. Even though the second I try to hold him, he's definitely gonna dart away. So, Polly. All right. Anyway, so yeah, a bit of a post-birthday rip. I know I said I was gonna do a bunch of ripping for my birthday, but my birthday was last weekend as of recording this video, and there's just a lot of other stuff going on, a lot of fun stuff. So didn't really get a chance to sit down and rip any packs, but gonna be doing that today, and I'm gonna be doing the hobby versus retail kind of review of 2025 Topps Chrome UFC. Already did that with 2024 about a month or two ago. And as I noted in that video, the big difference between the two releases this year is the mega boxes in the back are not or do not have a guaranteed auto. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how these two releases compare. But I'm going to do hobby first. Hobby was actually released first, and I think they released retail a couple weeks later. And I got the retail off of Target's website. I've never saw packs of this, or at least the Topps Chrome, the megas, out and about. One of my LCSs had the blasters for $10 over retail, so that was a big no. So I just got them off Target. They came out, I think, in mid-July. This is getting closer to the end of August, so hadn't been out long enough to get a deal online or anything like I did last year with 2024 Topps Chrome being $20 blaster or something like that. So yeah, this is roughly the same. I think I paid. What did I pay for this? I think it was somewhere around $215 after taxes. Maybe I could totally be making that up. But the megas were, I think, 60, and blasters would have been 30. So that, roughly around 200, give or change, for tax. But yeah. So I'm gonna do hobby first, like we did last time, and we'll see if retail can deliver any autos this year. So yeah, a couple champs on the front. Diego Lopez fighting September 13th here in San Antonio, UFC Noche. Have tickets, me and some boys gonna be going. It'll be a fun night. Ooh. That was terrible. That was terrible. What's going on here? I should also be using something sharper than these scissors. Yes, don't worry. I made sure to aim up and not hit a pack there, guys. This is the toughest. This was never gonna come out without a fight. All right, there we go. Here we are. Go. And like I said, yeah, I'd kind of planned on doing a bunch of card stuff for my birthday, but ended up having a couple of games. We went to dinner with the family, that kind of thing. UFC 319 Duplessis comes out. That was that weekend, so there's a lot going on. Didn't kind of want to feel rushed. Wanted to wait for a time where I felt like I could just relax and rip a bunch of packs. So waited for Saturday morning. Actually, do see purple. I like purple. UFC, I think it was in Shanghai this morning, so it's like a 2 a.m. Central Time start. So I got to wake up and see the last couple fights. Aljamain Sterling fought Brian Ortega in a fight that probably should have taken place after Brian Ortega passed out and went to the hospital, and they moved the fight up a weight class. Is what it is on that. But Johnny Walker kind of spoiled Zhang. I think Ming Yang is his last name or first name, but they say it last in China, I believe. Is that how that works? I think they go last name first. Looked good early, but Johnny Walker just caught him with a low kick, changed the game, and yeah, just started teeing off on the guy, and he not that he didn't like getting hit, but yeah, once you're hurt and once you're compromised, and you know, yeah, I mean, you got a big dude on top of you. He didn't look like he was trying to get up and get out. Anytime he did grab a leg, and, you know, anytime he get a little bit, the second he'd get hit, he'd let go and kind of turtle up. So, you know, tough to go out like that, I guess, in front of your home crowd in the main event. But Johnny Walker is still, you know, hunting the bottom of that division, I guess. Every time he tries to climb up, he gets knocked back down. But he's definitely gatekeeping the bottom 15 there. So, all right, finally, as we see Tim Millane, who we got on top? Vinicius Oliveira, rookie. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to pause this. I have to take this work call. Sorry for the interruption, guys. I'll have to see if I can edit those two together. Yeah, I've been waiting on that work call for like 3 days and never fails. 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning, it comes because they have the free time. So, all right. As I had left off, Vinicius Oliveira rookie card. Kind of, it's always hard to tell Topps Chrome what is like a silver refractor or not. So I'm just going to kind of start flying through base. Bukowskis gets a rookie. Here's I guess like a negative. I didn't know her name had two eyes in it. Victoria Dudakova. Just behind that is a Karine Silva, kind of a red, white, and blue. So nothing like refractor or anything like that. I believe she just fought last week, so not numbered. That's kind of a cool card. I like that. Arnold Allen. That's more of like a Topps throwback, I believe. And there we go. One of the inserts. Guess I can set aside some of the hits. World My rookie. I hate how they do horizontal, vertical, vertical, horizontal. Tim Elliott. All right, there we go. That was the beginning of the second pack. Raquel Pennington. She was on UFC Noche and then had to pull out. Chepe Mariscal. Sorry. Dyslexia was about to strike there. Rona Fajea. That looks like a silver. Rebecca, who just lost another war. That dude. Right, that is, yeah, a Rebecca refractor. He's tough, but he's one of those guys. He's got about a 7-minute gas tank. Anything after the middle of the second round, and that dude is... he's in trouble. I mean, you know, it's one of those things. It's hard. It's hard to fight that deep, or, you know, pace yourself. Aljamain Sterling literally just fought like an hour ago as I'm recording this video. You can tell that's not a black border or not. We're just going to start flying through the base here because enough interruptions, cats, phone calls. We got to start Kevin Holland. I just guess the negative refractor. And then here's a green. Should be our first numbered card. Guskov, who is starting to rattle off a couple wins, I believe. No? Not numbered? No, just a green. Oh, no, there it is. It's a 99 down there. Numbered to 99. Fernando Padilla. I like these inserts. There's no numbered. There's Molly McCann, who I believe might have retired to 150, age 34. I wouldn't blame her. Bahia, Kamzat, Adrian Yanez, Kayla Harrison, so a run of good fighters. Masvar Evalev. And then here is an auto of, oh, Paulie getting involved again. Thank you, Paulie. Multiple appearances by the cat. Nate the Train Landwehr. I believe he's the Train. Is he the Train? Or he's not the Great. It's Alexander the Great Hernandez. I believe it's Nate the Train. Yeah. Getting my nicknames confused. That's a cool rookie auto. Enjoyed watching him fight. And here's a purple of Raul Rosas, a.k.a. Chihuihuis. So the purples are not numbered. He just got announced as being on UFC Noche against Rob Font. It's a big fight for him. Maybe he'll be in town a little early. Maybe get that signed. That'd be cool. Get a paint pen on a purple insert. Purple's my favorite color. I do collect purple inserts of sets when they're not like, numbered to 2 or something like that. So that's not a, that is a refractor. Sorry, you can insert refractor. Okay. Alexa Grasso. Yair Rodriguez. I'm not going to keep flipping these around. Islam. Ikram. Islam Ikram. Tayara, I guess this is the second year. Okay, yeah, you can hear my cat in the background. He's just causing chaos this morning, guys. Sorry about that. It's a very chaotic video. Leon Edwards. Red, white, and blue insert. This is an interesting... this is a very, on-brand card for Sean O'Malley. I don't know what this is. Tailor-made. I don't think this is a... case hit or anything like that. Although, in the last video, I didn't think Fight Night was a case hit and was. So, I don't think there's anything on the packs about hit odds or anything like that. Or the box, for that matter. No, just taking a good old guess. I'll have to look later. You never know. Sometimes those are like 1 or 2 a box. Usman Nakamura rookie. There we go. It'd be nice to see a little more numbered Christian Duncan rookie. Okay, a lot of good rookies that aren't really, UFC does that. They got guys that have been around for like 2 years, and it's like, okay, yeah, here's a rookie. They're finally in the set. They've been around long enough to be acknowledged. Michael Morales. Cyril Gane, 250. Not a whole lot of luck with the numbered in terms of the hobby boxes. Brady Highstand, I believe that is a refractor. Yes, it is. Upside down refractor. Ilya Topuria. This isn't like a downtown, is it? No, it's the Titans. That's a pretty sick card. That is a pretty sick card. A couple of interesting looking inserts. I don't know if either one of those are remotely relevant. Chris Blades. Fareed Bassarat. Naimov came over from the PFL. See a couple purples coming up. Trying not to land on a hit. I have to pick up a big old stack there. Alex Perez. Is this another Karkara, a.k.a.? Okay, also known as. I've seen those inserts before. Those are cool. Jillian Robinson, rookie again. She actually had cards, I think, in 2023 Donruss. So I don't even know how she qualifies as a rookie here, but she's been in the UFC for years. She's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC for so long. Claudio Ribeiro, I don't even know if he's in the UFC anymore. He might be on a little bit of a losing streak. We've got some hits coming up here, so we're going to go the Derek Lewis negative. The Black Beast. I wish he was on UFC Noche. To Arnold Allen, 150. Our second Guskov of the box. Okay, just making sure I didn't get confused there. Choose your athlete, Colby Covington. Colby Covington would literally be the last athlete on the planet I would choose, for being honest. So, MCL. What does that even mean? I don't. Choose your athlete, MCL. I don't know. Set the cool insert aside. I don't know how many inserts I got that are one per box, but seems to be a couple. Kaikara France. Amanda Remus. Very high stand base. Rebecca base. Back-to-back base cards of... Ben Wilson. I don't know why that looked like it was different than the rest. It just kind of... Maybe it was just his picture. It's a little more pronounced on the base than anybody else. Tatiana Suarez. Sean Strickland, red, white. This is probably the most appropriate, the most apt Sean Strickland card. Just America card. There we go. Choose your athlete. Shavkat Rachmanov. I obviously know what that is. I just couldn't say that. Is that a refractor? It is a refractor. Okay, there we go. That snuck by me. I didn't notice until I was setting it down, and the glimmer, the telltale shimmer. Oh. Mortimura, I think she just fought recently, too. I don't think she won, though. All these fights run together. Once you watch as many fights as I have, it's just kind of hard to keep them. Saeed Nurmagomedov. Pantoja, Champion, Saryukin, Poirier purple Poirier, I like that. Caitlin Vieira, that's just a base, yep. Carl Williams, and Renat. I can never say that name. God bless John Anik and everybody who has to be able to nail those names just like every time. I'm too dyslexic. Like, you hear them, you can say them in your head, but you try to read them, and it's like, okay, never mind. Moving on. Ian Gary. So, Kulabau. Themba Garimbo. Oh, there we go. Okay. Arinya Nakamura to 70. Oh, that's 175. Damn. I thought it was 75. I was like, okay, it might be the shortest numbered. Oh, that's like a teal velocity. It's cool. 75 would have been sick. Michelle Pahea literally just got knocked out in about a minute over in Shanghai by returning Kyle Dukauskis. So I think that's 3 straight. Might be a wrap. Peyton Talbot. And as we near the end of this box, I'm really hoping one of these cards is our second auto. Marina Rodriguez, Cameron Saman, Stephen Erseg. There we go. Hey, that's kind of funny. Alexander Romanov, future star to 99, just fought a couple days ago for the PFL heavyweight title. And lost, so no longer in the UFC. I don't know how he quite made the product because it's been a while. But he's one of the heavyweights that the UFC's cut. I'm trying to talk over my cat digging in the box that this retail came in. UFC's been cutting dudes on winning streaks in the heavyweight division. Like, it's just a super stacked division. I understand what they're doing. They don't want dudes to just be like stalling up against the cage and stuff. But guess what, guys? You don't have very many options. So, Saeed Nurmagomedov. There we go, buddy. Just kind of like a hyper. Poirier, Fists of Fury. Chase Hooper. And Kai Asakura, the last card. Tough run in the UFC. Just lost to Tim Elliott. 0-2 after coming over from Ryzen. I thought he was going to be doing good things. Big fan of Ryzen. Just, like the old Pride style fighting. But he's said himself he's having trouble kind of adjusting from fighting in a ring to the octagon. So that being said, there is the hobby box. Sorry for the craziness in the video, phone calls and cats running interference. But as you can see, this is the base on the left, and those are the hits on the right, so about 2 to 1. I'm gonna have to look at a couple more of those inserts to see if I unknowingly got a case hit or what. Because a couple of those, you know, they do inserts that are like 1 a box, so I get, but we'll have to see. So I'll have to see if I can edit these 2 videos together. If not, I'm just gonna post a second one, and you'll just have to take my word that I didn't alter the the cards in any way. But yeah, I don't care that much, to be honest with you guys. I just want to show you guys what you might get out of a hobby box, and next is gonna be the retail. So I'll see you all later.